Okay, I'd like to talk about the woman who represents the spirit of the Father who was bestowed upon humanity as an example of the purity of the Spirit. Um, in Act 1, Scene 2, it goes from the introduction of Satan after the Lord's introduction, and it switches to this woman's childhood, but it goes back at the beginning of this scene. It goes back just before she was born. Well, the mother is pregnant with a male child, and there's only one in her womb. Right up until the day she goes into surgery. Well, she doesn't go into surgery, she goes into birth, excuse me. So, I mean, she's in the hospital giving birth to her 11th son. And this is her 8th pregnancy, and it's a very swift one, and she has the child natural. But before the son comes out pops this beautiful baby daughter, so petite and so radiant in the beauty of the child, it almost overshadows the enormity of the 11th son. This is the one, when they become adults, is the 310-pound protector of God's gift, and the true protector. He protects her from even the family, because sometimes there just is so much burden on her that the family tries to, take the burden from her, and the brother can't let that happen because of the maternal twin relationship, and is now directly a tool of the Lord. And all the brothers truly are, I mean, at the core of what they are. And so the whole family is really, I mean, the burden of protecting her is upon the whole family, but her twin brother is really, I mean, he is the first and the last line of defense. There's no getting past this guy. He is just absolutely enormous and cannot be beaten by a human. He is like the strongest human on earth, not just physically, mentally. I told you the boys are sharp. Hey, country don't mean dumb. But so she magically appears in birth as Christ was bestowed upon Mary. The daughter is bestowed upon this family from Midland nowhere, we'll call it, and they have a farm that they all are raised on. I don't think they're Amish or anything like that, or I'm not even certain that they're religious at all. In fact, I'm almost certain that they don't really follow any religion, and may even have some kind of animosity in their spirit from it, and why I think they try to overprotect the daughter. There's some relationship in there, and I don't really understand that part of the picture. But, please understand, these are not moving pictures in my head. They are still pictures. They're only snapshots of the scene. And everything that's being relayed to me in my tiny little mind is a result of that picture and how it's relayed to me, and I'm doing the best I can, which is more than likely less than adequate to describe the scenes. So that's probably why our Father is going to use so many to make this epic happen. It's now already put in my heart that this is going forward and far beyond me, and I'm thankful of that, because I don't have the responsibility or the dedication to see this through. And I know that as well, and that's one of the many reasons that, I'm probably good as a consultant. Great at getting things started, but, I'm only one piece of the puzzle, so. No pedestals and under no foot. I am only a child. So, speaking as such. But, his child, and humbled by the presence of his luminous love in my heart. It's truly, truly so amazing, and I cannot express it any better than that in words, and I'm sorry that it doesn't come across the way it makes me feel inside, but I've been this way since birth. I can't explain it any better. So the daughter, she is born, and immediately, it doesn't matter what life form looks at her, whether it's a wild animal or a domicile animals, from our homes that we take as pets, or farm animals, it doesn't matter. Even the serpents and the reptiles are enamored by this beautiful angel bestowed upon us in human form. It's just uncanny, the reactions that every creature in the world has to her. And no, it's no wonder Satan, being the true beast of burden he is, falls for this angel, which at first he thinks is a human. And, and that's why he goes to God the first time, and he comes back confused, and he goes back the second time to try to figure out some way to get her, and that's when the Father says, look, you can't, and I can't have you coming to heaven all the time, so go hence, the low spirit, and stay hence. But at any rate, Lucifer goes to the Father the third time, and that's when he gives up, right? So he does go, and that's the Trinity of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, of course, coming to fruition in Lucifer's reign as the Lord of his kingdom. And so this woman, her childhood is really a humble one, raised on the farm, loves critters. I mean, everyone's going to fall in love with this girl. She doesn't ride horses and stuff, but she plays with all the animals. It's like she's the female version of, what the heck was his name? If I could talk to the animals, with the animals, what a lovely sight now that would be. What the heck was his name? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I forgot it. It'll come to me, probably. But anyways, the guy was able to talk to animals. I think it was a Walt Disney character or something like that. And I don't know why Jiminy Cricket keeps coming to my head, and I know that's not it. That's a cartoon of a cricket. Anyways, the daughter is just, she's just altruistic. There's no other way to put it. And pure. And so, as she goes through life, doing kind acts, not for just the animals, but humans as well, in spite of their so many faults. I mean, we have fallen so far from the grace of heaven and our Father, and are virtually on the edge of absolute corruption by evil, that all the war and everything else that just culminates, and then it flashes back after Act 1, Scene 2, which is the introduction of the daughter, and the birth, is right at the end. Actually, they show her birth after they show her childhood leading up to adulthood, where she is now just, I mean, the absolute Athena of humanity. She is as beautiful as any goddess could have ever been. Far more beautiful than Helen of Troy. And I mean, she was enamored by every man in existence, right? This woman, it transcends humanity and goes far beyond into every living creature, male or female. She is adorned by all. There is not one who is not in love at the core of what they are with what she represents as a living vessel. So the birth is significant in the hospital because everyone, including the mother, the father, and the brother who still hasn't come out yet, they show a picture of him in the womb as, where did she come from? He's been alone in the womb since, but somehow a piece of his spirit is transferred from him to her at that second of birth. So a piece of him is transferred to her at that second of birth, and that is very key in this movie because he is the protector, the true protector, and protected by the Father of creation himself as her true protector to make certain that no evil could befall her ever if she herself is too vulnerable to evil, though God didn't really allow that to happen. So I know this was really long-winded to describe her, but I mean, I'm trying to help the writers really understand who Angel is. She's his daughter. If Christ was his son, Angel is his daughter, and he gave her to mankind too. How prolific is the love of this Father for us, the fallen. I mean, that's really, really true love at the core of what it is. And that needs to be expressed in such epic fashion by whoever produces this movie. It is the quintessential theme that binds all the scenes together. This is the reason for. And anyways, now the 11 brothers, as they are, I mean, they range from like 250 up to 310, and the youngest is the biggest, and the oldest is the smallest. They started small and got bigger and bigger and bigger, but they were all huge to begin with. I mean, like 6'4" to 7 feet tall. Her twin brother, 7 feet tall, and that's the final piece of the puzzle with her. She is the most petite thing you have ever seen, and just frail and skinny looking, but has the strength of millions. You know, she just has this unbelievable strength in her, and both physical and of the spirit and mind. She is sharp, bro, and she can sense everything and feels every single living organism in the universe empathetically through her soul. Oh, that is a powerful thing, and in that lies the true beauty of her core, you know, of what she truly is to every living creature in the universe, of this world and not of this world. Even the beast from the eerie depths of the Mariana Trench can't even see her. He's pure evil. He doesn't even see she's there. The only reason that Lucifer saw her is because a piece of Michael was still in him. And that's a part of the puzzle as well. So I know I'm going to run out of recording time here and the ability to record any further. I'm going to have to put the rest of this on another recording device. I don't know where I'm going to find one, but I will. And I will continue this, and I'll do that as in a quick a fashion as I can. I'm not wealthy. I can't just go out and buy a big recording device with terabytes of hard drive or whatever. So, at any rate, thank you for listening. Love everyone with all your might. Amare e eternum, and be good to yourself. You deserve it, and be good to others. Therein lies the theme, buddy. Bye-bye.